Alright folks, here's a list of what I'll be planting into the ground, outdoors, so straight into the ground in May. Beetroots, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, the 4 varieties, summer, spring, winter, and some red cabbage. Carrots, I'll do so many carrots. I'll succession plant them, so I'll plant so many, give it a couple of weeks, plant some more, give it a couple of weeks, plant some more, through until, you know, you're no longer viable to plant them. Carrots, cauliflowers, French beans, kale, kohlrabi, lettuces, all your lettuces really, your oriental leaves like mizuna and mibuna, mustard leaves and that. Peas can go straight in the ground now, radish, runner beans, spinach, spring onions, Swedes, Swiss chard, turnips. That's what I'll be planting this month, straight into the ground, outdoors. This is by no means an exhaustive list. It's just what I'll be planting. Other vegetables are available. Before you go, oh, you've not put calabrese on there, I don't eat it, so I'm not going to plant it. Obviously, if we're talking about sowing outdoors in May, we're also going to talk about what we're going to sow indoors. It's a lot smaller list. Chilies and peppers, courgettes, summer squashes and winter squashes, gherkins and marrows. That's it. That's all I'll be planting in the greenhouse over in the month of May. It's again, it's not an exhaustive list. It's just what I'll be planting. Just a few jobs for me as well. Harden off and plant out. Harden off is like where the stuff that you've been growing in your greenhouse, don't just like stick it straight outdoors in the ground. Bring it out every day and let it get used to the weather outside, and then take them in at night. And then once you've done that for a couple of weeks, you can plant them out towards the end of the month. Keep watering your seeds and seedlings. April's been really dry. You should be used to watering everything on a regular basis anyway. I've never known April as dry as the one that we've had, where I live anyway. Weeding. Small weeds, a lot easier to weed out than if you don't weed and you just let them get out of hand. Thin out your seedlings, like carrots. You know, if you don't thin them out, they just grow too close together and it compromises the crop. You get a worse crop, so you've got to thin them out. Earth up your potatoes, and if you don't know what that is, you're literally putting soil around the stems of the potatoes, so it'll produce more potatoes. Some people say you don't need to. It's on my list because I do it. Weed and mulch fruit bushes, weed around them, mulch around the bottom of them, keeps them a lot healthier. And you don't want a load of weeds going up through them, and you know, the next thing you know, you're stinging your hand when you're picking your fruit later on. Remove unwanted raspberry canes, the old ones and that you don't want, cut them out. And gives you a tiny raspberry bed, don't it? So it's not an exhaustive list again. It's just some ideas of what you should be getting on with. And then once you've got them planted in, planted out, hardened off, watered and the rest of it, just trust the process. I hope you like the video. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a bit much and a bit school teacherish, then let me know and I'll stop doing it. And let me know if you can read the board all right, or whether it needs to be bigger, smaller, different colour. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a good day.